Samsung has exploded higher plus 6.15% to $259,000, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Tuesday, July 21st, and this is your complete global market briefing. It is a split session across global markets. The move follows reports that Wall Street indexes fall, with Iran and earnings season in focus. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is broadly flat at $7,443.28, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ rise as Apple notches record high Yahoo Finance. NASDAQ 100 is broadly flat at $28,604, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Investor sentiment is being shaped by global market. ARA-driven chip rally stumbles as investors question lofty valuations after sharp sell-off, The Economic Times. Dow Jones dipped minus 0.59% to $51,839. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ mixed as chip stocks rise in weight for big tech earnings, Yahoo Finance. DAX ticked up plus 0.34% to $24,932. The move follows reports that Wall Street indexes fall, with Iran and earnings season in focus. FTSE 100 is broadly flat at $10,543, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung made a dramatic move today, surged plus 6.15% to $259,000. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Rocket Lab dropped sharply minus 2.78% to $65.74. Equity markets are responding to reports that Rocket Lab, RKLB, is down 8.6% after Space Force hackers win reshapes defense services narrative, Simpliwalled ST. Government launch contracts with the US DoD provide baseline revenue visibility. The Electron rocket utilization rate is the near-term earnings driver. Any contract win announcement or NASA mission assignment would be a meaningful positive catalyst. Neutron program milestones are the re-rating event the market is waiting for. Microsoft climbed plus 2.15% to $402.29. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Microsoft Cloud and RE strength fuels third quarter results, Microsoft source. Azure AI services revenue is the key number. Each point of acceleration in cloud growth translates directly into a higher earnings multiple. Copilot enterprise adoption is still early innings, but the renewal rate data from the sales force is encouraging. Any guidance upgrade on cloud segment margins would be the catalyst for the next leg up. Apple dropped sharply minus 2.14% to $326.59. Equity markets are responding to reports that Apple revenue guidance tops estimates on booming iPhone, Mac demand. The market is pricing in a multi-year AI-driven super upgrade cycle. That may be optimistic on timing, but the services business provides a floor to earnings growth. Near term, any iPhone demand commentary from Asian supply chain checks will move the stock. The Vision Pro trajectory is less relevant for near-term earnings. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. The move follows reports that Wall Street indexes fall, with Iran and earnings season in focus. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ mixed as chip stocks rise in weight for big tech earnings. Yahoo Finance. Turning to commodities. Brent crude ticked up to $89.59 per barrel, up 0.41% on the session. This comes as Wall Street ends lower as oil prices rise. Investors await big tech earnings seeking alpha, adding pressure to energy markets. WTI crude slipped to $82.89 per barrel, down 0.41% on the session. This comes as Wall Street ends lower as oil prices rise. Investors await big tech earnings seeking alpha, adding pressure to energy markets. Natural gas edged higher to $2.88, up 0.8% on the session. The move follows reports that Wall Street indexes fall, with Iran and earnings season in focus. Gold edged higher to $4,069.70 per troy ounce, up 1.48% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that why oil prices haven't gone crazy despite 5 months of US-Iran war. Let us give you our near-term view on Samsung. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the $274,540 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical. Always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, losing 0.01% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.34, losing 0.14% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 162.68, gaining 0.1% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that European gas prices surge amid fears US-Iran war will cause winter shortages, The Guardian. Before we wrap up, here is your watch list for the sessions ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.